Can we start by talking about President Trump, who overnight has filed a $10 billion lawsuit against the BBC? Are you supportive of that legal action?
Well, what I'm supportive of is the fact that President Trump is requesting and requiring much greater recognition within the BBC just how badly they got things wrong and the wholesale change that needs to take place. It's already resulted in the Director General and the head of news going, but there needs to be a wholesale clear out of the bias in the BBC, whether it's the bias against President Trump, whether it's the bias against the Jewish community. There's so many areas where the BBC has to do much, much better.
But if the BBC were to pay out $10 billion to President Trump, that could be the end of the BBC as we know it. Is that something that you'd be happy to see?
Well, look, there's much that's great about the BBC, but in the news section they get things consistently wrong. And that's why wholesale reform is required. That's why we've said that we would reform the funding model for the BBC. And look, President Trump is making a serious point. He is quite rightly absolutely furious. Is he negotiating from a high level? Well, of course. Who knows where it'll end up? But what is absolutely certain is that wholesale reform of the BBC is required, including its funding model. And we at Reform have made that very plain and clear.